Your mind lies to you. And the worst part is, it does it so quietly you mistake the lie for yourself. Pay attention. If you miss the next 10 seconds, you might never notice the lies again. You wake up every morning assuming the world you see is the world that exists. You trust the shapes, the colors, the meanings. You trust the memories that rise, the emotions that follow, and that quiet voice inside your head whispering, "This is real. This is true." But what if none of that is guaranteed? What if the mind you rely on is not showing you the truth, only what you're capable of surviving? Hold that thought. Don't look away from it yet, because the moment you do, your mind will quietly rewrite it, just like it always has. Your mind is not a window, it is an editor. It cuts scenes, rearranges context, hides information, and sometimes invents meaning out of thin air. Every emotion you feel is the result of a private interpretation. Every memory you cling to is a reconstruction. Every certainty you defend is a guess that became a belief simply because you repeated it long enough. And here's the part people don't want to accept. Your mind lies to you, not always maliciously, often mercifully. It hides truths you are not ready to face and inflates dangers that never existed. It protects you, it limits you, it shapes you, and you rarely question any of it. Before we go deeper, let me ask you something. Quietly, what part of your life feels confusing, heavy, or contradictory? Hold that question with you. It will come back later, and when it does, it will mean something different. Now imagine two people sitting in the same room. They look at the same object, hear the same words, experience the same moment. Yet one feels rejected, and the other feels safe. One sees threat, the other sees chance. Same event, two worlds. This isn't poetic, it's neurological. Your mind doesn't show you reality. It shows you a filtered prediction of reality. If that idea makes you uncomfortable, good. Stay with the discomfort. Discomfort is the doorway to awareness. When something inside you tightens, it means a belief is being challenged, and beliefs don't like being touched. Think about your memories, the ones that define your identity. You think they are archives, but memory is not storage. Memory is construction. Each time you recall something, you rebuild it, and the mind changes the details to match who you are today, not who you were back then. You don't remember your past. You remember the last version of your story. So let me ask you this. How much of who you think you are is based on stories your mind altered without asking your permission? Let that land for a moment. Your mind lies because it wants to protect you. It softens truths that would break you, erases details that would overwhelm you, and exaggerates threats that might keep you safe. But that protection comes with a cost. You begin living inside a reality shaped more by fear than truth. Have you ever wondered why certain moments from your past feel heavier than they should? Why some old conversations echo louder than your ability to forget them? Maybe it's because your mind replayed them so many times that the edited version became more real than the original. Your mind rehearsed the pain until the pain became the truth. Pause here. Breathe once. Then answer silently. What is one thing your mind keeps replaying that you wish it would stop? You don't need to say it out loud, just acknowledge it. That acknowledgement is the first crack in the story. Let's go deeper. The mind creates illusions because it craves stability. It wants everything to make sense. It wants the world to feel predictable. So it fills gaps with assumptions. It invents meaning where none exists. It tells you what other people think. It tells you why you failed. It tells you what will happen next, even when it has no evidence. Your mind hates saying, "I don't know," so it rarely does. But here's the secret almost no one learns early enough. Uncertainty is not a failure of the mind. Uncertainty is the beginning of truth. If you learn to tolerate not knowing, your inner world begins to expand. You start questioning thoughts instead of obeying them. You begin noticing how often your mind creates stories that don't serve you. And slowly, You start living in the world as it is, not the one your fear constructed. But I want to give you something practical, something you can use today. Next time your mind tells you a harsh truth, like, they don't care about you. You always ruin things. You're falling behind. No one will stay. Ask one question. The most important question in this entire video. What if this isn't true? What else could this mean? This single question disrupts the illusion. It introduces alternatives. It invites reality back in. Let me give you a real example from your own life, even if we've never met. Think about someone who hurt you, someone whose behavior felt sharp, cold, or final. Your mind built a story around that moment. It probably said it was your fault, or that they stopped caring, or that you weren't enough. But what if that story was never true? What if they were overwhelmed? What if they were grieving? What if they didn't know how to express themselves? What if their silence was not rejection, but fear? Your mind rarely lets you consider those possibilities, but they are possibilities, and possibilities are power. Let me ask you something important, and answer it honestly in your head. Has your mind ever convinced you of a fear that later turned out to be wrong? If the answer is yes, then your mind is not an oracle. It is a storyteller. And here's where the shift happens. If the mind can create a false reality that limits you, then it can also create a reality that frees you. This is not empty motivation. This is neuroplasticity. Every time you challenge a false belief, you weaken the neural pathway that sustains it. Every time you tell yourself a more honest version of the truth, you strengthen a new one. You are not trapped. Your mind may distort reality, but you can distort it back toward clarity, toward courage, toward meaning. We're getting close to the part you need to hear most. Stay with me until the last question. It's the one people replay. Truth is not something the mind gives you. Truth is something you uncover, piece by piece, layer by layer, illusion by illusion. So here is your final emotional invitation, the one that transforms viewers into participants. Write in the comments one lie your mind has told you, and what you think the truth might actually be. Even if it's just one sentence, even if it's small, even if it scares you. That single act of honesty, tiny as it is, begins rewriting the world inside you. And now the last question, the one I want echoing in you for the rest of the night. If your mind is not telling you the truth, then who might you become once you finally learn to see? We'll meet again. You're not done changing. You're just beginning to wake up.